Hello, I am 100% going to regret wearing the sweater because I'm already sweating so much, but that's okay. We have an unhaul to do. I have a ton of books to show you. I need to get these onto Pango and out of my life. So let's just jump into this like end of year book unhaul. There are going to be a lot of random books in this that I think are going to come as a shock to some people that I'm unhauling them. But I've just come to this point where I need to be really like ruthless with what books I want to keep and what books I need to get rid of. The dogs are going to be losing their shit because Jesus went to the mall, so it's just the three of us in the house, and they hate when I'm up here and they can't see me, but they can hear me. We're going to go quickly. I'm not telling you what any of these are. We're going to show you what's coming out. I'm getting rid of all of my beautiful creatures and dangerous creatures books because I read the first one, and though I enjoyed them, it's just a little too like early 2000s YA for me at this point in my life. And I'm sorry if there's a lot of glare, but like it's dark. I can't figure out how to do the lighting. You guys should be used to the fact that this is crap. Okay, welcome to my channel. I'm getting rid of this really beautiful copy of She Became the Sun by Shelley Parker Chan because it just wasn't my, I don't know. I'm never going to go back to it. There was like a weird fisting scene. Like it went on for a really long time. Anyway, this is a beautiful unplugged edition of this book, and I don't know, I'm screaming at you, but I'm going to be getting rid of this. Yeah. Look on Pango for any of these things. The shop is always linked in my descriptions. I have a bunch of these like mass market paperback editions from Wheel of Time that I'm getting rid of because I don't even know if you can see them up here, but I've been replacing these with the beautiful hardback editions. These are ARCs, which I'm getting rid of, but I'm obviously not selling, but Hush and Veil by Dylan Farrow. I hate that they changed the covers. This was an interesting YA sort of fantasy. The magic system was kind of interesting, but I'm never going to get to it. So as much as I'm grateful that Wednesday Books sent them to me, I'm never going to get to them, and I really just think that somebody else should enjoy them. I decided to finally get rid of, I think in like an older unhaul, I was like, am I going to keep this like old sort of genetics book that I've had since I was a kid that's like a comic book version of genetics? Am I going to keep this? I don't need to keep this. Like, let somebody else have it. We're actually going to keep this. This is The Heart of Understanding, this is by Thich Nhat Hanh, and I've been talking a lot about Buddhism with one of my physicians at work, so we're just going to put that over there because I might want to revisit that at some point. I'm getting rid of Lady Rogue because, again, I'm never going to get to this. More Wheel of Times. I don't know which ones I have. I think 3 and 4 are in here. I have some random books from college that I don't know why I kept these, but I felt some need to, I think there was a 20-something-year-old me who thought she was going to be more like, I don't know, highbrow and snobby, and she's just not. So Concepts of Modern Art and Theories of Modern Art from, obviously, a modern art class I took in college. The Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Running from way back when I was used to run. I got this from a publisher thinking that I would use it more. It's called, you really can't read it well. It says Yoga Bones, a comprehensive guide to managing pain and orthopedic injuries through yoga. I have a lot of things that are wrong with my right side of the body, and I was hoping that this would help me, but I just never got into it. So I'm going to pass this on because I think it could be useful to somebody, just I'm not that somebody. And then I also have this book that's a little bit gross because it did get flicked through a lot. But when I first got married and we first got a house, one of my friends sent me Young House Love, which is like a crafting book of different things you can do around the house. And I mostly know how to do all the things that are in here anyway, and we don't do a lot of craft projects, and we definitely don't do a lot of craft projects together, me and Jesus, so that's going away. Somebody also gave me this random book about Audrey Hepburn because I am obsessed with Audrey Hepburn, but like, what am I doing with this? What am I doing with this? I don't know what I'm doing with this. The Hidden World of Birthdays. If anybody needs some like horoscope stuff, I got you. Why do I own this? Mrs. Beeton's Book of Household Management. And it's not even like the actual Mrs. Beeton. It's like an abridged Mrs. Beeton. Why do I own this? I really waffled on getting rid of this, but I really hope that there's someone out here that's going to enjoy this book. This is I'm Good Enough, I'm Smart Enough, and Dan it, People Like Me. Daily Affirmations by Stuart Smalley. These are Al Franken. This is from SNL way back in the day. If anybody remembers this, you have to be old lady or old man, old person. You guys are gonna be like, what is with the lighting in this video? And it's gonna be like, this bitch just keeps changing it. Just go with it. I'm trying to find a way to show you all these things. I have more like the Book of Birthdays and the Secret Language of Destiny. These are all like horoscopy astrology things that that I picked up from Costco way back in the day, that I used to actually reference quite frequently in my youth. And I just don't need them in my life anymore. Oh, I'm sweating. Told you I'd be sweating. The thing I hate about Unhauls is that I like end up collecting all these books into like shopping bags, but then I have to like unshopping bag them, and then I have to re-shopping bag them, and now I'm sweaty. This is probably going to shock some people if you don't know me, but I'm getting rid of the Mistborn trilogy, and I think I'm going to sell these together. I no longer have the cover that comes around them, but it came with like a map of everything, and I've read Mistborn, like it's fine. I have a thing with Brandon Sanderson, and somebody else is going to love these. You can get these all together. I'll sell them all together. I'm getting rid of a peculiar peril because I just don't see myself ever. So I'm trying to get rid of a peculiar peril. We're going to ignore the dog and just power through because I can't deal with all the noise. They never have any. I need a she shed. Yeah, going away. I'm never going to read it because I thought about maybe trying it again. No, I'm not going to try it again. I don't understand what's happening in the book. Divorce Colony. I read this. Ballad of Black Tom. This book is fantastic. I'm only getting rid of this because Tor.com kindly sent me a hardback of it, and like I'm going to pass the paperback on to somebody because if you haven't read that, read that. I'm going to be passing this along to one of my patrons, but Hester, because I have 2 copies. That's the only reason. I have held on to this copy of The Martian for years, and I am never going to read this. It's just not my jam. If I haven't read it yet, basically, I'm never going to read it. The Ash Princess, because as much as this was fun and ended on a cliffhanger, I've literally never picked up any of the other books in the series or felt compelled to, so somebody else can read it. I just don't read that much YA fantasy anymore, so somebody else can read it and love it. This is, again, another advanced copy, but I'm getting rid of, but obviously I'm not selling, and that's From Darkness by Kate Hazel Hall, because I'm just never going to get to it. I always think I'm going to, and then I don't, and I just feel like somebody else should read this. Lobezona, because I've never read the second one, and I never get the second one, and as much as I loved this, and there's some references to Buenos Aires in it, which were sort of nostalgic for me, passing it on to somebody else. Oh no! See, this is the other problem. Sometimes things get a little bit crinkled. So, well, this was in perfect condition. It's not anymore. I have more of the beautiful creatures series, so the whole thing is here. I have some Raymond Feists that I have 2 of, so one of those is Shards of a Broken Crown, so this one's going to go because I have a hardback copy of this. I have thought I was going to read this for a really long time, and I've never gotten to it, and it's Looking Glass Wars. This is an Alice in Wonderland sort of sci-fi, I'm imagining, and it's really cool, and there's like pictures inside of it, like there's art in it, but I'm never getting to it. Just never happening. The same with these. I keep thinking I'm going to read them and then I never do, and that's Wolf by Wolf and Blood for Blood, which is their duology about this like race and killing Hitler and some other stuff, and then The Walled City, which is by the same author. These are going. My dog is literally losing his shit right now. Tara Sims' City of Dusk, only because, again, I have 2 copies. I'm getting rid of Gilded Wolves and Wicked Fox, not because I don't like them, but because these are Book of the Month editions, and they never came out with any of the other books in these series in Book of the Month, and it irritates me to have like one book in Book of the Month, and then all the other ones not in Book of the Month, and like, why do you do that Book of the Month? Like, I don't understand. Like, how hard is it to just put the rest of a series just with your stupid branding? or just like don't put series on your thing. So at some point I will try to get these because I actually really do like both of these. So this one I waffled on for some reason, and I don't know why. Because, like, I just don't care about this series, and I never even finished it. Like, I kind of did, and then I cared less as it went on. And that is Serpent and Dove. So I have these, I have all three, and they're all Bookish Box special editions. So they have nothing really all that special because it's Bookish Box, but like this one has gold like foiling underneath. The naked cover is reasonably attractive. The art inside I do enjoy. I'm a little annoyed that I waited so long for Gods and Monsters, and like they didn't even make the dust jacket fit the book. I feel like that's offensive. Blood and Honey and Serpent and Dove didn't come with anything fancy underneath the covers because I don't think I bought them that way from Book of the Month. From Bookish Box. I think I bought them as dust jackets. No, I bought Blood and Honey had its own box and didn't come with anything special with the book other than the dust jackets. I'm remembering now. Some of them are signed, so like this one's signed, and I think Gods and Monsters might be signed, or it has a book plate. No, Gods and Monsters is also signed. But Serpent and Dove I bought on my own from Barnes & Noble, so it actually has two covers. It's got the original cover, and then it has the special edition cover on it. But it's not signed because I didn't buy it signed because I didn't realize this was going to be such a thing. So these are going, I think I might sell them as a bundle since they have the special covers. So this one might be a little pricey, but yeah, it's cool. Like, I don't need to keep these. We're good. I don't know if like editing's going to take out the background noise of my dog barking, but if you can hear him. So his problem is that his sister is probably eating and he doesn't like when his sister eats because my dog's a dick. I have this random book that I got from the Strand like years ago, and I don't know why, and I don't know what I'm doing with it. It's about like Hindu art of love. I don't know why I bought this specifically, or why I've been carting it around for years, but it's going. Hooked, Sutton Foster's memoir. Never getting to it. Why do I have this? Some books I didn't particularly enjoy too much. Pizza Girl was fine. I just, I don't think I need to keep it. This was terrible, Memory of Water, but maybe somebody else will like it. I was not a huge fan of, you can't even see this, of The Phone Booth at the Edge of the World. I feel like this could have been better. It felt a little juvenile. And like kind of like reading a series of Hallmark cards. I don't know. Like the really lengthy ones that you're like get tired when someone gives them to you. You're like, oh, I'm not reading all this. A Taste of Gold and Iron is 100% going. Belle Revolt, or as some booktubers like to call it, Bella Revolte. No. Love this cover. Kind of like what they were trying to do with the Bone Orchard. It was a hot mess, in my humble opinion. Written in the Stars, fantastic romance by Alexandria Bellafleur. I'm just getting rid of it because I've already read it, and I don't tend to reread my romances. So that's going. Arc that I'm not selling, but Dating Makes Perfect. This is Bintip Dunn wrote this, and I thought this was great, cute, sort of contemporary YA romance. Really cute. I waffled on getting rid of this because I wasn't sure if I wanted to get rid of this or if I wanted to reread it, like physically, as opposed to like trying to like do the audiobook. I just don't think, even if I come to like Lincoln in the Bardo more, that I'm going to want to keep it on my shelves. So I'm going to pass this one on. I think that this is a great book club book because I think you could get a lot of really good discussion out of it. It's definitely weird, but yeah, I don't think it needs to be on my shelves. Another romance, Daring Pursuit, Kate Bateman. Nice, like Regency rakish romance. Another one is Serious Moonlight. This one's cute. It's kind of got like a mystery in it. We're obviously getting rid of Dead Inside because no. And I also have the arc for Divorce Colony. Like, that's how excited I was for this book, and it didn't slap, unfortunately. So I'll be unhauling the arc as well. I'm getting rid of The Times I Knew I Was Gay because I feel like someone would really enjoy this. It's really cute and really lovely, and I just feel like as a heterosexual woman, as much as I love this, I should pass this on to somebody. So like this needs a new home. This needs a new home where someone's going to really love to read this story and feel incredibly like heard and seen and validated, and yeah. I am getting rid of my random Robert Galbraith, whatever JKR nonsense mysteries. Those are going away. Elizabeth Chadwick, The Greatest Night. I picked this up from the Book Barn thinking that like I don't know what. I don't know what I thought I was going to read, but I'm not reading it. What am I why did I buy you? The Air You Breathe. This was actually really good if you want a really lovely historical fiction. My brain broke for a second. If you want a really lovely historical fiction, I would read this. I really enjoyed this. I don't really reread these things, so I'm getting rid of them. We're being ruthless, okay? I have 2 Dean Koontzes that I got from the Book Barn, and I've never read them, and I just don't know if I need to own either of these. And that's Velocity and Mr. Murder. I'm sure they're fine, but I also think like I could just get them out of the library. They don't need to be taking up shelf space. The Silkworm, again, don't need this. And then I'm getting rid of Dark Matter because I didn't realize I didn't do this already. Because I thought I got rid of this. Because as much as like I'm going to assume that someone just delivered something because they just got extra excited. As much as I think that like Blake Crouch is fine, I don't get the payoff that everybody else is getting from his books. So like I don't care. Like I know I got rid of Recursion and I thought I got rid of Dark Matter too, but I guess I didn't, so that one's going as well. I know lots of people love Blake Crouch, and if you want, it's going to be on my Pango. I have no idea how many books that is, and I don't really care how many books that is. It's a good chunk of books. They're going away, and there will be room for more things. There's so much stuff on the floor that needs to be shelved. There's so many books in this house. So there will be more that gets unhauled. One of the goals for 2023 is to try to be more ruthless in my unhauling and to just try and keep this collection a slightly more manageable. Slightly. It's never going to be manageable, but slightly more manageable. Trying to go into a no-buy, low-buy year so that hopefully I'm not collecting as many things in, but one of the caveats I gave myself is that I can buy books from Pango with my Pango box, or I can, if I go down to McKay's, like when I visit Naomi and we go to McKay's, I can use credit to get books, but I can't take money out of like my coffers to get more books. Outside of like any pre-orders I have by December 31st, whatever pre-orders are in for next year, those are the only new books I can buy for the year. That's the goal. We'll see how I do. I would love you guys to hold me to it if you can. But yeah, so keep an eye out on Pango over the coming weeks. These books will start popping up in there. That's what I got. So like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video, whatever it may be, because it's my channel and I can do whatever I want. Bye. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I